welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna make a Mediterranean dish. It's basically rice with chicken and cauliflower, and in Arabic it's called Maklouba. All the ingredients will be listed down below the video, and don't forget to follow me on social media. And now let's start. First I'm gonna cook the chicken. So I have here some drumsticks. Of course you can use whatever pieces of chicken you like. You can also use a whole chicken and cut it yourself, so it's really up to you. I'm also gonna need some spices for the stock, so I have here some 7 spices, some salt and some ginger. I also have some roughly chopped onions and garlic, cinnamon stick, bay leaves, and some black peppercorns. So first off, I'm putting some vegetable oil in a pot, and it's on medium to high heat. And when the oil gets hot enough, I'm gonna put the chicken in and flip them on all sides so that they develop a nice color, like a golden color. And this step will give a very nice flavor to the stock. Now I'm gonna add the onions and the garlic, along with all the spices, the bay leaf, the cinnamon stick, the peppercorns, and the ground spices too. Now give it a slight mix and leave it there for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now the smell here is amazing with all those spices and the chicken, it's really good. Now after a few minutes, you want to pour some water. And of course the water must be covering all the chicken pieces. Now of course you want to cover the pot and bring it to a boil. Then you want to lower the heat and leave it there until the chicken is fully cooked. So meanwhile I'm gonna move on to work on my cauliflower. So I have here some cauliflower cut into medium pieces. Of course I washed them very well, then I put them on some paper towel to soak up any excess liquid or water, because we will be frying them. So I have here about 1 to 2 centimeters of vegetable oil. I have it on medium to high heat. And when the oil gets to the right temperature, I'm gonna start frying my cauliflower. Of course you wanna flip them once in a while so that they get a nice and even color on all sides, just like that. So now my cauliflower is fully cooked and they get a nice golden and brown color. I'm gonna remove it from the oil and put them on some paper towel to soak up any excess oil. So I'm done with my cauliflower, they're looking very good. I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt along with some cumin. It gives a really nice taste. And move on to the chicken. So the chicken drumsticks are fully cooked now. And I have here the stock. Of course I reserved it to cook the rice. And I passed it through a sieve so that it's nice and clean from any spices that we put in. I'll be needing 3 cups of the stock because I'll be cooking 1.5 cups of rice. But if the stock was less than the quantity you need, just add more water and you're good. Now I'm just gonna add some spices to the stock. I have here some salt and black pepper, some cinnamon and some turmeric. Just give it a slight mix and you're good to go. So for the rice today, I'm using basmati rice. I washed it very well and put it on a sieve so that it drained the excess water. And you want to wash it directly before cooking it, otherwise it will dry and break. So now everything is ready to assemble the whole thing together. So in a pot, I'm gonna start with the first layer, which is the chicken. I'm putting here my chicken drumsticks, followed by the fried cauliflower. This will be the second layer. So that's looking good. And the final layer will be the rice. I'm gonna put it on top. And then using the back of the spoon, I'm just gonna spread it evenly. And finally, I'm gonna pour that stock on top. And I'm just using my spoon so that the stock doesn't ruin the rice, the way I put it. Of course, pour it all in. And remember, I used 3 cups of stock for 1.5 cups of rice. So that's looking very good. Now for cooking the whole thing, you want to put it on high heat and let it boil. Of course it must be covered. And you want to let it boil for about 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes, it will look like that. The rice absorbed almost all the stock. As you can see, there's no more liquid on top, but there's still at the bottom. So at this point, you want to lower the heat to the minimum and let it on low heat for about 45 to 60 minutes. So after about 50 minutes to 1 hour, this is how it should look like. all the stock is well absorbed. And here I just removed the handle because it's easier for me when I want to flip it. So after removing it from the heat, you want to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. And when flipping it, you want to use a big tray just like that. Now I'm gonna flip it. Of course, you want to be very careful with this step. So once you flip it, you want to let it sit just like that for about 10 to 15 minutes. And when you remove the pot, you should have something like this. It's like one giant rice cake with some cauliflower and chicken. And here I'm sprinkling some toasted almonds on top. Of course, you can use pine nuts or cashew nuts. It's really up to you. But anyways, it's really good. So that was today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I also hope that you give it a try. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos. And I will see you soon. Bye!